Hello and welcome to episode 43 of the Universally Epic Podcast, your go-to Universal Orlando trip planning podcast. I'm Jim Klein, along with Taylor Franklin. We are your hosts and travel agents for all things Universal. On today's show, Jurassic Park River Adventure is closing for a while. Universal Orlando won some big awards, and is the Lost Continent finally being demolished? And then finally, we're going to get into how to get some free stuff at HHN this year. So, how you doing, Taylor?
I'm good. Sorry guys, this is a little peek behind the curtain. We're recording on Tuesday.
There's always something with us.
It's always something.
Yeah, always something comes up.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, but I'm gonna try to get it out by Wednesday night. So, like,
cool.
once probably I'm not gonna do it tonight because we do record late.
Yep,
But I will probably edit tomorrow night and just put it out whenever I'm done instead of scheduling it for the next day. So it should come
cool.
out late Wednesday Wednesday night. So it'll come out technically on the same day, but just not as early. So
Yeah.
it'll be ready for everybody on Thursday morning, basically. Um, so let's get into some of this news that just came out. Literally just today, um, Universal announced that the Jurassic Park River Adventure is going to be closing for refurbishment, which is fine. That's a normal thing, but it's the length of the refurbishment that's kind of crazy. We have some dates here. It's January 5th, 2026, and will reopen on November 19th, 2026. So you're talking over 10 months of a
Yeah.
refurbishment. So this is a big one. And
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little scared, and let me tell you why.
okay.
I'm a little scared because what I don't want to happen is for this to turn into what it is now in Hollywood. Because the Jurassic Park River Adventure, for people that don't know, is the last Jurassic Park ride that we have that hasn't been touched by Jurassic World, aside from the Tranodon Flyers. Um, that it doesn't matter, but the Jurassic Park River Adventure is the last Jurassic Park ride that we have. I really don't want it to turn into Jurassic World, so I'm really, really, really hoping that maybe they're just like fixing the dinosaurs, fixing the boats,
Yeah.
fixing Rexy because she looked a little rough the last time I was there.
Yeah, so it is a long time,
Mhm.
which then I don't know when the last time it had a major refurbishment like this. Like I know when I had gone, I think it was like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago in January, and it was down then for refurbishment, but not for it wasn't that long. Like it wasn't like this. Like this is a long time. So
It worries me.
yeah, maybe they'll put the gyro balls in. Maybe you'd be floating around in gyro balls.
Yeah! I love the gyro balls.
See
I
like
want
the
them to be
Jurassic
real.
World that can go in and keep everything else the same,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Uh,
Just the gyro balls.
So
Um,
that's that. To plan
we
accordingly.
probably should talk about the rest of the refurbishments. I don't know if it like super matters, but I do have the list of the rest of the refurbishments.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So the Hogwarts Express is going to be down for 3 days at time of recording, because it went down on the 15th and it'll be back up on the 19th of
Okay,
September. Um, and then Ripsaw Falls, which normally closes during October anyway, is going to be closed from the 6th to the 31st this year. It's normally they just like touch up the paint, they drain it a little bit, fix up the boats. They don't really do much over there. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey is going down for refurbishment.
yes.
Only for like 10 days. I would assume probably to fix the animatronics. Just make sure everything's in working order.
Hmm.
Nothing to be too scared of. And then the Jurassic Park River Adventure. And I think that's really it.
And when is Forbidden Journey going down?
Forbidden Journey will be going down November 10th to the 20th.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
And that's really it. We don't really have any other closures, except for we don't really have any closures except for Volcano Bay, which is
yeah,
normally
okay.
closed during the
Yep,
winter months anyway.
yep. And they're
Um,
refurbishing that. Remember, we talked about that where they're getting rid of the Tapu Tapu bands. Remember,
right.
we
Yeah.
spoke about that earlier episodes. So Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah,
Hmm.
so just so everybody knows when what's going down and when. So nothing really major except for obviously Jurassic Park. That's a long
Yeah.
one. So
Hmm.
um,
Which would be really sad, which means it will not be open when I go to HHN next year.
that's
Um,
crazy. That is
yeah.
crazy. Maybe
Hmm.
it'll come back November 19th with a holiday theme.
Ooh, maybe it'll get a holiday overlay. They just put like Santa hats on all of the
Yeah,
dinosaurs. That's it.
that's so. All right, let's move on to our next topic.
Yep.
And so last week there was the Amusement Today's 2025 Golden Ticket Awards. So
Hmm.
it's just like, best dark ride, best this, best that, and it's all amusement parks. So
Yep.
let's go through some of these and Universal had some big wins, and this isn't just like it doesn't have to be a new ride. This is
Yeah.
what I'm hearing. So it could be like you could win multiple times in a row.
Hmm.
So best dark ride, they won for Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment. Now,
From what I understand, that's deserved.
yeah, so that's what everybody says how great of a dark ride that is. One of the best dark rides ever. But what it beat out is what's even more important is so that beat out over in Galaxy's Edge: Rise of the Resistance, which is the like flagship dark ride for Disney right now.
That
So
is
for that
true.
to win out, so I don't know if it's more of a recency bias when it comes to this, or is it that I've never ridden it? Obviously, we haven't been, so you're gonna have to let me know.
People are really mad about Rise of the Resistance right now because like half the time the Kylo Ren animatronics don't work, so they have
Yeah.
to be in B mode.
Hmm.
Um, and I think it's back up now from what I understand, but like for like 2 years, the big Kylo Ren animatronic that's like in the hallway, when you're like going past all of the windows and stuff, wasn't working for like 2 solid years. So I think a lot of people are pretty soured on Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
it
I agree
just
with that.
isn't what people wanted. And I mean, the last time I rode Rise of the Resistance was, did you go to the AEP? Did we meet each other in
No,
person?
no, I didn't
Okay.
go. No, no, yeah,
I was gonna say that would be wild because I
yeah,
don't
that might
remember.
be taken. Yeah, no, the last time I rode it back in February, and like the cannons weren't going back and forth,
Yeah.
but like your vehicle was like kind of going forward and backwards as if you were dodging the cannons that just weren't moving. So like I get that. I do get that. It is an experience. Like the whole thing is just awesome. Like I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Monsters Unchained does seem like it's well deserved. Mainly also because everything works right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of the issue with Rise of the Resistance. It's a fantastic ride. I love it. Immersion from the start to the finish is incredible, and walking into the room with all the stormtroopers is one of the most insane experiences I've ever had in my whole life.
Yeah,
Um, but it doesn't work. The animatronics don't work half the time,
yeah,
and it's really upsetting to see things like the Kylo Ren animatronic being down for 2 years and them not doing anything about it.
yeah.
Um,
You're right.
or I mean, they probably were. The Imagineers were probably hard at work trying to fix it, but like from an outside perspective, it just looked like they weren't doing anything for 2 years and were fine with being like complacent with it not working.
Yeah. Yep. No,
Um,
you're right. You're
so
100%. Yeah. The next award that I have listed here is Best New Theme Concept. This again goes. This is like the whole Disney versus Universal. You're gonna see a lot of
oh,
this
nice.
like coming up, and
Yeah,
it's for Darkmoor, Dark Universe. Like that's the best new theme concept.
fully
So
immersive.
it's fully. It's we've talked about this so many times. It looks incredible. Like it just they did a great job with it. Now Disney is now opening a Villains Land in I don't know how many years from now. You don't never know with Disney. It could be a few years, it could be multiple years. So yeah, so Dark Universe, like I think is it's nice that they came out first before Disney's Villains Land because I think that's gonna be like the bar has been set for like that darker type theme park area.
Yeah.
Um, but also Villains Land is in Disney, so it might not be as like intense either, right? Like it's not going to be like that. So I think Dark Universe doesn't have anything really to worry about in terms of like which land is going to be better because I think it's two completely different things, right?
Also, like that's saying that Disney's actually going to do it. I
Yeah,
don't trust
you're right.
them. I
Well,
don't think they're actually going
okay.
to do it.
Is it going to be like in 2 years it's going to start, or is it going to be like 5 years? Like you never know. It's
It
all
took them like 10 years to build Tron.
yeah, true, very true. Which, that being said, all right. Which I don't.
Oh.
When did Tron come on? Was it last year? Was it 2024, or was it the beginning of this year?
No, it had to have been 2023.
2023.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, best new coaster, Stardust Racers, is what Universal won. so,
Hmm. Yeah.
so, which
And it beat Tron. Was
yeah,
Tron number 2?
I don't know. I don't have like what came in second or
Oh,
anything
okay.
like that. So, um, but yeah, Stardust Racers, from what I can tell, one of the best roller coasters right now out there.
Yeah.
Um, you know, people compare it to Velocicoaster. We always bring this up. We love Velocicoaster. So when we do go down there, we're gonna have to check it out, and we'll see. We'll definitely have to give an honest review here because it
Yep.
is getting super hyped up. So, um, which I guess it's it's definitely seems like it's going to be the best new roller coaster. Like I'm sure they
Right.
got it right. You know.
Yeah.
Now this one you're gonna have to explain this one to me because I don't know what
Okay.
this means. Best new attraction installation:
Okay.
Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. What in the world is best new attraction installation? What do you think that means?
Best new attraction installation?
Installation. Is it like the queue and stuff, you think? I'm looking it up now. I should have did this before, right? Key aspects of the award: impact. The installation must have significant positive effect on its park and the amusement industry. Okay, makes sense.
Okay, so it's because it's a state of the
Innovation.
line ride. It's
Yeah.
it's got to do with the queue.
Yeah, innovation. It should feature unique, first of its kind technology, which it does.
Hmm.
Effects or ride systems, which all of those are true for that.
Yeah.
Immersive experience, of course.
Hmm.
Theming and storytelling, of
Yeah.
course, and popularity. And with 5 hour lines, I guess the
Yeah,
popularity.
I would say it's pretty popular.
So okay, see,
Okay.
we worked through that. Like,
Ah, the more you know.
yeah, exactly. We got to be better podcasters here. We kind of just we
We
throw
do.
these things up there, and then we're like, oh, let's just Google it as we're on.
Yeah, yeah. I have a separate tab open just for like when we inevitably have to Google something.
And the last award that they won is no surprise to anyone. Best water park, Volcano Bay. It is.
Yeah.
I don't. We're both not water park people, but Volcano Bay is an incredible water park. And like I said, the lazy river I could spend all day in and not go on a slide. I wouldn't even care. Like I
My
love
family
it.
keeps trying to convince me to go to Volcano Bay. Like Noah's brother keeps trying to convince me to go to Volcano Bay because they're going to meet us in Orlando this year.
Okay,
And he
nice.
was like, "We're going to go to Volcano Bay. You guys should go to Volcano Bay with us." And I was like, "No.
Just go in the.
Noah can go to Volcano Bay. I'll pay for Noah to go to Volcano Bay. I'm not going to Volcano Bay.
You should go to
I'll go ride the Velocicoaster 72 times."
go in the lazy river and just relax all day. It's the
Well, I
best.
could do that at Cabana Bay.
You could, yeah, you could. I guess you're right. You're right. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. You're right.
And not have to pay to get into Volcano Bay.
I gotcha. Okay. All right. It makes you make a good point. All right. If you're staying at Cabana Bay, it's yeah, of
And
course.
guess what? We are staying
Yeah.
at Cabana Bay.
Where else would you stay? Like, I don't
I
think
listen,
you.
I was almost sold on the Stella Nova. I was
Okay.
almost sold. But I have separation anxiety, and the idea
Okay.
of not staying at Cabana Bay made me really sad.
Well, you also have a lazy river at Cabana Bay as well, and you have two pools, and it's like,
And the Bayliner Diner.
yeah, like, and you're. Let's be honest. Like, you're kind of in it over there right now. You know what I mean? Like, Cabana Bay is in like that's a little bit has more energy.
Yeah.
Um, and Stella Nova is like, if you're planning on just going to Epic, definitely go to Stella Nova, right?
Yeah,
That would be
probably when we do our epic trip, which I think we're going to do in January. When we do our epic trip, I think we're probably going to stay like in either the Terra Luna or the Stella Nova, but I want
yeah,
to stay in the Stella Nova,
yeah.
even though they're the same hotel.
The
They're
same
the same.
hotel, just Stella Nova. I like the fact that you could just walk to Epic Universe from Stella Nova.
Yeah.
Like I kind of like that's definitely like
I also just like the theming in the Stella Nova more.
yeah, it does look a little nicer too.
Yeah,
So all
lots of stars and stuff.
right.
I like stars.
All right, the next topic that we're going to talk about,
Yep.
and we've talked about this multiple times. So
Mhm.
there's been permits issued. The Universally Epic podcast is brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel, a Universal you preferred travel agency. If you're looking to plan your next Universal Orlando vacation, let's do it together. As certified Universal specialists, we can help guide you through the planning process with helpful tips and tricks along the way. The best part, all our travel planning services are free to you.
When you book your Universal Orlando vacation with us, you qualify for an exclusive booking bonus offer from the Magic for Less Travel, a $25 Universal gift card for all vacation packages over $2,500. Ready to start planning? Email the podcast at universallyepicpodcast@gmail.com and start planning your next epic Universal vacation today.
For the Demolition, I believe it was like a show building and an attraction in one of the theme parks, right?
Poseidon's Fury. Yeah.
And we all know, like everybody knows it has to do with the Lost Continent. Everybody. It seems as though Mythos, the restaurant, best restaurant,
Yeah.
2001, 2002, 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like it's being saved for now. And it's probably because it's on the other side of the pathway there, right? On the
Yeah.
water. And then I think that's going to be the last to get like kind of go. I would imagine if
I
they're
think that's just going to get rethemed. I think that they probably keep the building for Mythos. I just think it's going to get rethemed.
yeah, that's what I think so too. Yeah, it's going to be a restaurant,
And they'll
obviously.
probably still hang up those
Beautiful
banners.
views, like it's definitely worth. Like you know what I mean? You can't. A restaurant right there is perfect. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's Poseidon's Fury's going away. They're going to demolish it, and then
Yeah.
that brings into the topic of rumors. And we've already talked about a bunch of the rumors.
hmm
I know you have one, but the ones that I'm seeing online, Legend of Zelda, we've talked about that ad
Yep.
nauseum. Um, you know, whether it's going to go there and like have Nintendo in like each of the parks, you
I
could see that.
genuinely think that we're going to get Nintendo in each of the parks, and I think that we'll get Zelda in the Lost Continent, and I think that we'll get Pokemon where Simpsons is.
Yeah, yep, and that was the rumor for a long time too, right?
Yeah.
Pokemon for Simpsons, like. So yeah, I saw One Piece. We talked about that as well. One Piece.
That was my
Um,
rumor. That
it's
was
so
what I
funny
had.
because I saw somebody online actually talking about it as well.
Mhm.
Um, Pokemon, but we already talked about Simpsons and Pokemon.
Yeah.
I saw somebody talking about Wicked. Wicked, come on, we know it's going to Epic Universe.
It's going to Epic.
It's
There's
going
no way it doesn't.
exactly. And then what I thought would be even better than, but okay, if you're going the Nintendo route, obviously it's Legend of Zelda, right?
Yeah.
Expanding Hogsmeade into an expansion for Harry Potter right there, like seems like it would work. And you can get into a whole new storyline in that area. Now, I'm not familiar with the books as well,
hmm
but everybody I've seen online is talking about like the Forbidden Forest and like a walkthrough attraction for that. So like it seemed kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and it's right there so it does connect the two
hmm
lands, but that's a whole lot of Harry Potter then too.
Well,
So
also, you'd have to pretty much get rid of everything in the Lost Continent. You couldn't keep any of it.
exactly. No, you're right. You're right. And you would have to, and then that would mean Mythos would have to like get shut down for an extended period of time
Yeah.
to revamp that. So like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're right. But yeah, Legend of Zelda seems like just in
That's
terms of like how it looks
probably
like
what we're looking at.
yeah,
And I
that's
mean, with that one video that came out like a while ago,
that's right.
and it having the creator of Zelda in the video, it
hmm
just like it seems like a weird thing to have him in the video if Zelda's not going there because he was in Islands of Adventure. They were looking at Poseidon's Fury in the video.
Hmm. Yeah.
So and I genuinely I think that Nintendo is a big enough franchise that you could have Super Nintendo World, The Legend of Zelda, and I think that you could easily put presents in all three parks because if you're already paying
Yeah, you're right.
the royalties and everything to Nintendo, why
Might as
not
well.
continue?
Yep. You're right. You're right.
And it's
And
it's the same thing that we've got going on with Harry Potter, where we've got a presence for it in each of the parks.
mhm.
Um, but now this time you can do that with Nintendo, and then you're pandering to the Nintendo crowds in all three parks as opposed to only doing it in one park. When people, they want Luigi's Mansion, they want Zelda, they want Pokemon, they want, Pikmin, a bunch of other Nintendo properties that I can't think of right now, Kirby. Like they want all of these different properties and stuff, and Epic is big, but Epic really kind of seems to be like going really hard down like the Mario and like
Yeah,
allies of Mario route.
exactly. Like Luigi's Mansion, it looks like that should go into Epic over Zelda, right? Like it just
Yeah.
seems like that would be more of a perfect fit over there.
Right.
Um, so yeah,
But
definitely.
but having One Piece in the park, listen, if One Piece goes in the park, that means I don't have to go to USJ. However, I will go to USJ eventually. But if they put One Piece in the park, I can take a picture with the Going Merry or the Thousand Sunny, and I would cry, probably. A lot of tears.
Your
One
friend
Piece is my
Potato,
favorite thing in the world.
your friend
Like,
Potato in the chat, right? That's your friend.
yeah, that's my friend.
Yeah, he said Kirby, and Kirby would be amazing.
Kirby would be so good.
I loved playing Kirby. I played Kirby on Game Boy back in the day. Um,
Here's my One Piece merchandise to prove I'm a fan.
that's crazy. Look at that. Oh my god.
This isn't even half of it. I have ships that are like right above me that are all of the like the One Piece ships that I built.
Oh
They're
man.
up there.
I would love Kirby where Simpsons is. Do a
S-
Kirby Simpsons ride. Like
Kirby instead of Pokemon, I think would be really fun because
it
you can
was
do so much with Dreamland.
yeah, it'd
You
be
could do so
really
much
fun.
with Dreamland.
Yeah, it would be very fun. So
And you don't even have to change. Listen, you don't even have to change the ride. You just change the video and like
yeah,
repaint the cars.
that's what I mean. It's the same
Now we
thing.
have a Kirby
It's
ride.
always the same thing. Yeah, exactly. Just for some reason, like when it switched from Back to the Future to Simpsons, it just made you nauseous for some reason. I don't know
Oh
what it
god.
is. Maybe it's the animation. I have no idea.
Simpsons
But
makes me so nauseous. I don't know what it is.
never get motion sickness, but except for on that ride. That ride was rough. Um,
I don't know what it is. It's
I have no
rough.
idea. Yeah, I don't know, man. And like you sit in like four in a row. Obviously, I'm the biggest one in my family, so that bar
Mhm.
comes down. Yeah, I was squished in there. I was packed in there like a sardine. Oh my god. So that might have done it too. Like I couldn't breathe half the time. Like that was a little rough.
Oh,
Like I hate those bars. Like, and I'm sure my kids hate it too because they got like 2 feet of space like between the bar and them.
that's
Like,
that's always my issue when like Noah and I have to share a lap bar.
yeah,
Because Noah
that's so
is
bad.
6'3" and I'm 4'11".
Yeah, yeah. His legs are in the way.
Yeah. So I'm just like,
Yeah, that's yeah, Simpson. I don't like the Simpsons ride
I
too
don't like
much,
the Simpsons ride.
and I loved Back to the Future. I loved it so much. It was my favorite. It was one of my favorites. I loved
I've heard
all
that
the.
from everybody who rode Back to the Future, and I don't. I've heard it so many times now that like I'm trying to figure out where the disconnect is, where it's like, well, so you loved Back to the Future, but you don't like The Simpsons, but they're the same ride.
Yeah. However, it was like I don't know. Like all I could think of is one was animated, one wasn't. Right? Like one was just
That might have something to do with it,
you know what
actually.
I mean.
Hmm.
But then again, like I used to love Hanna Barbera, right? And that's animated. It's almost a similar type of ride,
Yeah,
right? You're in a big room, like I don't know. That one's not as intense, I guess.
right.
But where like Minions Mayhem is now.
God, I
Well,
love Minion Mayhem.
that's a good one. It is
That's a
very good.
really good one.
Yeah, it's a fun
I love Minion Mayhem. Noah just won't get on it with me, so I have to ride it by myself.
one. Um, all right, so let's get into our last topic.
Yep.
And this one I saw on TikTok. I'll say so. It's from this creator Kirk. He's over at Walrus Carp. He runs like a clothing slash like sunglasses he sells. He's great. He's a great
Hmm.
like influencer. Very nice guy. And I realized now recently that you can like when you at mention someone on TikTok, you can at mention like their videos. So when I clip this later, I'll like
Hmm.
at mention him and put his video. Maybe it'll help us with like views or something. I don't know. We'll try it out.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, he was talking about how you get free HHN trading cards. And I
Yeah.
was like, what is that? Like, okay. So he goes through the whole process.
Hmm.
All right. And what you need to do is you have to join what's called the Universal Backlot Club. This is through the Universal app, and I kind of ran through it on my own phone just to like make sure like I could give the right information here.
Hmm.
So you go to the app, you tap on interactive haunts under like HHN, and then there'll be a button to sign up for the Backlot Club, and then you receive a digital club card. And then what you do is you take your app, you go over to these kiosks that are located in the park, you scan it. After you scan it, you could find medallions and stuff throughout the park like this. It's kind of like an interactive thing, similar to like that of like Galaxy's Edge and like the Disney Play app.
Is it like Villain Con, where it's like the little emblems on the walls?
Yes, similar to that. Yep, similar to that. And so you can collect like digital medallions, but also when you scan your app at this thing, so it's a week by week thing. So each week is a new card that they have for HHN. So you scan the card, scan your app, and then you go over to Five and Dime. All right, and there'll be like there's a little placard there, and it has what card you're going to be given. You go visit the person at the kiosk, and they hand you it. You show them your
Mhm.
card, your digital whatever, digital card, and they hand you an actual physical playing card, and they look
Yeah.
really cool. They look
Hmm.
really cool,
I
and
think they've done Grave of Flesh and the Artista
yes,
is what I
and they
saw.
look great. They look great. They're not cheesy in any way.
No, they're
But
really cool. I hope that I can find someone that has the other two because I would really love to complete the set. I will obviously be getting mine, and I'll definitely show it off in my trip review when I come back. Um, which like it'll be me walking around with my notebook through all of HHN taking notes. Um, and I'll definitely show it off when I come back, but like I think that's such a neat thing that they're doing. I love when Universal does the interactive stuff. It doesn't super matter with Villain Con, but it does mean that like you can like change certain things about your gun and stuff, and hopefully try really hard to beat anybody in your party, but you don't because you're a really bad shot and you have bad depth perception.
yeah, no, I think it's great. I think it's really cool. And it seems like obviously this is going just getting it out there is like I guess the hardest part, right? Because you kind of
Yeah,
have to like go through the app, sign this thing up, then go find the kiosk, then go get your card. But people do that for free stuff, right? You do it for
I
like
do
it's free. Yeah,
for free
why
stuff.
not? It's free, right? So like what I could see this happening is like the holidays in Universal, right? Like
Yeah,
it would be very cool to maybe get like not like an ornament, but like something like small or like a Grinch playing card in Islands of Adventure or
right.
like something like that. Like, you know,
Well, and I know that like when they do I'm sure you're aware, but they do like the annual pass holder magnets.
yeah. Yep.
And those are like a big thing. People love those. They love the annual pass magnets. And it's free. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. No, everybody likes something when it's free, right? And
I
they'll go
love
out of their
free
way to do
things.
something that's free. And this is just one of those things is like if you're in the know and then you just feel good about yourself, right? You're gonna
Yeah.
go like whoever's listening to this right now, they're gonna go to HHN and be like, yo, guess what? I can get a free playing card.
Yeah.
Let me show you how. And like you're gonna be like the hero of your group. and you're gonna be
Yeah.
like, "Listen, we're all
Like,
gonna get a
you
free
want something
reward."
free that you can
Yeah,
commemorate the experience with?
yeah,
Here we
and
go.
it looks cool. It's not cheesy.
Mhm.
It's awesome. You
Now,
know,
do we know, and I only ask this because I really don't want people to game the system. Do we know if that's like one per account? Like if you have the
I would
account, can you
imagine that
get
it's
another
one
one?
per account. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like it seems as though you're getting your own personal digital card. You could actually put it in your
And
like
they
Apple
scan it.
Wallet, and they scan it. Yeah.
Okay.
So like I don't think it's possible to get like you know
Unless
20
you
of
were to
them at a
make
time.
multiple accounts.
True. True. Yeah. No,
But
you're
that's
right.
like at that point you're doing too much.
It is a lot, right? And then, but how are you going to go back? You're going back to the same person 20 times in 1 week. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
it's
I
because
mean,
the same card is
realistically,
broken.
right?
You know.
These people
So
will see a million people in a day, pretty much, right? So like realistically, are they going to remember you? No,
probably
probably
not.
not. But
I
like
think
still,
so.
like why
Good
would you
people,
risk it?
just
Ew.
be a good person and just get your
Yeah,
one.
be a good
You
person.
know,
Please don't game
have
the
people
system.
sign up for the thing. Yeah, just do it. Like do it the right thing. Like that's all. That's very simple. You
If
got
you
one. You
if
know.
you want a second one, make grandma sign up for it and use
No.
grandma's scanner.
Yeah.
But like
Now,
don't be ridiculous.
the only thing I could think of is, if you have kids and stuff. Well, you're not okay. Let's be honest. Like, I'm getting this thing. I'll probably end up giving it to my kid anyway. If it's like
Yeah.
other than HHN stuff, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but like, I would hope that like maybe in the future there's something for like kids, themed towards kids and like, Dr.
Right.
Seuss stuff or something like that. And I think that's where they're going with it. That's me personally. Is like I
It
think
definitely feels
obviously
like this
they
is a
keep
test run.
expanding. Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of going up against the whole like Disney Play app, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever use Disney Play app in the parks. It's terrible. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Disney's like their like technology department is like I don't know. They are not the best to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Well, and to be fair, so we're not just completely bashing on Disney. Universal's was pretty bad up until like
Well,
2 years ago.
okay. Well, here's the thing right now. So it seems like they're trying to incorporate. So right now, if you book a vacation package through us,
Yeah.
right, you have to wait until you're on site to actually load that into your app. Even though you don't need to load it into your app because you're going to get physical tickets.
Right.
Well, we just got that notification today, or yesterday, I believe, from Al saying that they're going away from the physical tickets. So it's going to be either loaded onto your card, right? So they're trying to incorporate where we book our stuff into the app, but it's going to take some time.
Are they
So,
going to stop selling lanyards?
well, I don't know. Oh, that's bad. Oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Of
No.
course you
This is the
yeah,
worst
still,
news.
you, okay.
That just clicked for me.
So, yeah, you're right because if you're not gonna have like a ticket,
Yeah.
like a
What's the
physical
point?
ticket, yeah, you're right. Unless you have an express pass from one of the hotels. Like if your room key is
Mm,
an express pass, like you definitely would need a lanyard because it's
yeah,
annoying getting it out every time.
I bet.
But yeah, no, but that they're trying to incorporate that. So they're trying to bump that up because the Universal app, it's nice, but there is no like functionality in terms of like getting into the park. You can load your tickets into the app, but you still have a physical ticket as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you could go either way.
Yeah.
So
Well,
whereas
I
like
did see I was uh looking at HHN tickets the other day just on like the normal Universal website because I had like 5 seconds to look at it. I was looking at HHN tickets and I like went all the way through the process just to see after tax and everything. And there is an option to just get it like in your app
oh really? Okay,
already.
there you
Yeah.
go. Now is that through where we book?
No, it was just on the
Okay,
Universal
just
website.
right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like so it's considered like a separate. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not. It's direct, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like we use like a certain website to
Yeah.
book the Universal stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like it's
And those are
incorporating
always
those
will
two
call.
things
Yeah.
are like I guess the challenge for them. Um, yeah, you know. That's one thing though that Disney does do very well is when you book a trip and you put that confirmation code into your app,
Mhm.
all your tickets pop up, all your hotel rooms pop up. Like it's literally
It's really
right.
nice.
It is. Their Disney Experience app is 20 times, I would say 100
Yeah.
times better than the Disney Play app, which you can go to like Galaxy's Edge and be a bounty hunter and all that stuff. Like that was, it's just not worth it. That app,
I
but the
couldn't get it to load
actual,
while I was in the park
yeah, it's
the
hard.
last time I was there.
Yeah, it's not that. It's you're not missing anything either.
Yeah.
But the My Disney Experience app is incredible in
Mhm.
terms of like actually for like planning and having all your stuff in one spot.
Yeah.
So hopefully
Well, it makes it
Universal can do that
convenient for the
as
people
well.
that don't get magic bands, which I don't know why you wouldn't get magic bands, but for the people that don't get magic bands, it makes
Oh,
it convenient.
okay, I'll tell you why you don't get magic bands. Or now I just reuse my magic bands because
Oh yeah, I reuse mine.
I always used to get a new magic band every time. It was almost like a souvenir.
Hmm.
But when you're paying $50
They
per
are
magic band now,
expensive.
I
Yeah.
it is the most infuriating thing in the world. And then when you go on to buy the magic bands, there's like 9 choices that you have,
Yeah.
and they rotate every so often. And it's just like, this is infuriating because now
Hmm.
my family of 4 has to spend $200 on
Oof.
something that 6 years ago we got for free in the mail.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's so infuriating. And that's the only the magic. I love the magic band. I always wear one. Like, and I have some nice ones. Like, I love them.
I have one nice one. It's my
But
Tinkerbell one.
I have a monorail one. The monorail one that I have is amazing, and I have
That sounds
like
really
on
cool.
my wall here. I have like an American flag one because we
Mm-hmm.
went down for like 4th of July one year. It was awesome. Yeah, it was so cool.
Nah, I'll take my $20 lanyards.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like, yeah,
I love my lanyards. I'm
it's
looking at
just,
them.
you know, it, the cost is getting a little crazy. Like that's all.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Magic Band is an amazing thing. I can't take away from that. The kids love it because they can open up the hotel room, right? You
Yeah.
have your like your stuff. They love it. They love it. So yeah, to each their own, right? Like they do
Hmm.
some things that are great, and then Universal does some other things that are great. So it's all the same.
Right. Right.
All evens out basically. But it would be really cool to be able to put your confirmation number into the Universal app and
Hmm.
everything just pop up, and then it's just all in one spot
Would
instead of
be
like
really
e-docs and
convenient.
like
Yeah.
and then going to scanning your credit card or license at the kiosks, and
Yeah.
when you get, it's just an extra step that like people don't want to have. Like it would be cool to get off the off your shuttle, or if you're taking the superstar shuttle, or you're getting a private transfer, you can go straight to the parks and use your you know
Yeah.
because you're already there. You check in online and that's it.
Right.
So that would be cool in the future, and it seems like they're trying to get to that point. So that'll be that'll be nice to see in the future. So um, that's about it. Did you have anything else?
Nope,
Oh,
that's it.
all right.
The only thing I had was the rumor, but you talked about it, and I knew you were going to. That was it. That was all I had.
What rumor was that? Wait, which one was
One
that?
Piece.
Oh, the One Piece. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Like half
All
of
right.
the One Piece influencers that I follow were talking about it, and then like half of my like theme park influencers that I follow were talking about it, and I was losing my mind a little bit. I'm so excited,
Yeah.
especially as we're getting into the final saga of One Piece finally after it being
See,
around
I
for
don't know anything
since the
about.
90s.
Yeah, I don't know anything about One Piece at all. Like I know obviously like I see the characters, I know what they are, but I just don't know anything about it. So
Yeah. It's
uh,
worth it. It's really long. It's really long. Really long.
we'll do a month long One Piece.
I don't know if that's going to be
That's funny. No,
long
I
enough.
don't see our views go down. All right.
Maybe. I don't know. People want One
Yeah,
Piece.
who knows? We might hit a niche and just take off. You don't know, and then I have to watch the stuff. Um, all right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's go.
Like and follow us on TikTok and YouTube. Make sure you follow on TikTok. You get a notification when we go live, when we're recording this each week. This episode has been brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. If you have any trip planning questions or would like to book your next trip, you can email us at
universallyepicpodcast@gmail.com.
Perfect, nailed it. And like always, have an epic week, everybody. Hello and welcome to episode 43 of the Universally Epic Podcast, your go-to Universal Orlando trip planning podcast. I'm Jim Klein, along with Taylor Franklin. I'm your host. Oh my God.
Are you exiting me out at 42?
Oh
43?
I skipped. I skipped a line. I don't know what I was doing.
Well,
All right.
guys, Jim's doing this podcast by himself now.
Yeah, oh my God. Okay, ready? All right. Oh my God. Hello and welcome to episode 43 of the Universally Epic Podcast, your go-to Universal Orlando trip. Oh my God, what's going on with me today? Oh my God, this is not good. This is not good. All right, ready?
We're off to a great start.
This is